should be live on one of them. Why am I typing? My net is acting up. I think it's because of a rainstorm. So hopefully we won't go out again. We've went out like once or twice already. I was just about to bring up something from number one. Canadian Shield number one. I don't know. I'm like, I hear you typing, so yeah. Also, is that window here in the background? Yes, it's very high velocities, as you can tell. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I was typing. I guess because I started typing because of, okay. Because I was doing it on my laptop to try and let you know what was going on. I think it's the crap. I think that's why your internet is crap right now. It happens to me when I get strong winds from the east. Okay, so, let's see. I'm going. Ooh, I did not. Orange Man bad? He did not look, does not look like that orange. How does that look so different? Where Orange Man? Doesn't he look orangish? A slight tint of orange. Although not really. And hello, Joshua, too. Ooh, that looks better. He looks blocked now. No, he looks normal. How does he look now? Put in the eyebrows. And then we'll get the whites of his eyes. Or do we even see white in his eye? I wish Eagle was here so I could tell him I bought Doc Savage Pulp. He was here in the first part of the stream before it crashed a couple times. Him and Mallet. Uh, now the question is, what color do I want to do his shirt? Isn't he closing his eyes? He could be, but it's not supposed to be romantic. It's supposed to be, mouth to mouth. So should we do red or should we do blue flannel? There's Eagle. He's pretty thirsty to kiss the frozen chick. Or do we have some other, maybe he's concentrating really hard. So like I said, should we do red flannel or blue flannel, or does somebody have another color in mind? Is it flannel? Plaid? Whatever it is, you can see the pattern on the one here. Is he eating up Snowdrift? No, he is not. Ooh, which one? It's one of the. Oh, you're talking about buying Doc Savage Pulp. Nobody's answering my question. So we're gonna go with green. Green's my favorite color, so. Basically, Doc Savage strikes King Kong. Okay, so let's see, Rick Arrow. Let's get a few things in here. Like I said, his hair is black, so I guess that's the first thing we're gonna do, and it's on top. I mean, I love kaiju, and I want to get into Doc Savage. It's a perfect blend, says Ulrich. And if anybody wants to hop on to Discord, feel free. I'm in the on-air thing per usual. Oh yeah, and people, for those that may not know, I am actually coloring Melvin number, or not coloring, sorry, inking Melvin number 3. So there's something some people might want to get when it comes out, although we're only about to be going on to Melvin number 2 when he does his next campaign. I did a little inking of it on Saturday over on Rumble of page 2. Okay, now there's going to be something in here, I think. I'm not sure what. So we're just going to grab the green. There we go. Actually, I know Rick should actually be behind her. He should not be on the. I'm not gonna say that. You guys will take it completely the wrong way. Hey, Mallet, still kissing. Yeah, I heard you had some accidents. You killed some trains there, Mallet. Killed old Betsy. I mean, young Betsy. Because that train wasn't that old. And you toppled some flat cars. I have it figured out now. I'm on Betsy number 4. It's an earlier release game, so. I think he accidentally has a thing there. Police. Oh, that makes sense. Why trains crash? Early games have bugs. Please forgive me. Oh, what the crap? He's on Betsy number, but I will send the bill to Rick. He's on Betsy number 5. Betsy 4 went flying right before the stream ended. Now, is it a better Betsy than the Betsy he started with? Or is he just, spending all his money on buying original looking Betsy? Or maybe that's why he can't get a better Betsy because he's killing all the Betsies. Now you know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a darker blue. Okay, and the pants she's gonna have on probably gonna be black. Uh, I don't know why, but the Howling Wind Cross is dealing with just. I'm just waiting for a Scooby Doo chase of music to start. Scooby Dooby Doo, looking for you. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? The track is zigzagging a lot, which I think causes the derailing. Very possible, Eagle. Very possible. Uh, okay, so we've got the carpet. Rick Jabberjaw is superior to Scooby Doo. Uh, so trains can't deal with zigzagging tracks. Who knew? But he gets respect. Who gets respect? Gets no respect. Okay, so okay, so we want to paste. That should be about the same down here too. Uh, uh, did you ever listen to that Jabberjaw song on Cartoon Network? Did a long time ago with a rock theme. It was pretty good. I think that's the link back on Cartoon Network did cool stuff. True. Okay. Do, 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 do. Okay, so we're gonna grab just redouble our efforts. We're gonna grab that right there, and we're gonna recolor all that. I know how to track now. I get a little over logs to the sawmill. Oh, that's cool. Did you get money for that, or I remember before they had Adult Swim, they had late night, had those cold jelly jars in a fridge. I thought those were real. The bumpers between the shows. No more crashes on the tracks, Mallet. So do you think we should go with these stones? This is one stone colors, or do you think we should go with two these stone colors? But I have some mechanics figured out. Betsy 7 by now. Betsy 11 will be sooner than later. Okay, so are we gonna get any? No, we have to earn money for a better local. Okay, since nobody's answering me, I'm gonna go with what I'm going with. That is a stock footage of a fireplace. Yeah, they both are, but they're got the colorings. Mallet, put a sign on the front of each Betsy saying, "Danger! This trail will fly off the tracks." Oh, I think in that the beeping is from Discord when somebody posts something in one of the Discords that I'm in. Why do you have sound notification on for that? Well, normally I don't, but I think it's because I'm in Discord. Because right now I'm in my on-air chat for anybody that wants to come on. And I think because I'm in there, I actually hear it. So everyone posts messages to Rick's Discord. No, not even mine in particular. I like other ones, like I don't know, yours, Mallet. I was just doing that laugh out loud. What were you posting? They both said hi. Well, hello, Mallet and Angel Eagle. There we go. Things in that cabin are getting hot, hot, hot. Oh, this is panel one, Rick. Okay, so we're gonna. I think we're just gonna put everything behind him. Sort of in black. I'm gonna reduce opacity so we can see lines at the moment in front. Well, it's October, so this is the beginning of a horror story. No. You should be spamming Rick. I never see any shield or assassins post on social media. You should be spamming internet. Oh, trust me, when I think things are ready to go, oh, what's the name of it? Or when I put my pre-launch up, I'll probably be starting to do a lot more. And I'm hoping to have my pre-launch up in January or February. And then I gotta start really working on an animation that I'm working on. You should build up to that. Well, I am letting people know that I am doing the coloring of them all on here. Snowdrift and that. Are you going to be working somewhere for the holidays? I doubt it. Anywhere that I'd probably want to work, a lot of places here in Ontario, either by government or by corporate whatever, are wanting people to be double vaxxed, and I will not get that vaccine at this point. Hello?
Morning, Rick.
Morning.
Oh,
Or,
well, all right.
or afternoon. Depends on where you are. So the hunt for Snowdrift will be easy.
You're working on.
Coloring Snowdrift page 7. I was going to do page 6, but there's a couple things that need to be fixed on it. I don't know whether John will do it or not. Probably not.
Is that the airplane page?
No, he did the airplane, but I wasn't thinking when he did this. The cabin here does not match up with the cabin that I wanted and that we had. Like, which page is it?
Mm. Did you tell him all of this beforehand?
Well, yes and no. I've said for quite some time it's supposed to be the same cabin as from um, the Canadian Shield #1, but so we have this sort of the front look, and it doesn't really go with. You can't even see, can you? Except
I see the cabin.
Now let me show you here, so you can see in Discord. Cancel. Why does it not want to? There, Clip Studio. It's the magic cabin. Yes. No, that's sketch. You need to ask Rick the hard questions today. So yeah.
Morning, Rick. What hard questions are that? Who's the one telling me that?
Mallet.
The mallet.
Yeah, so
Yes and no means no, according to Eagle. Japan and trekking.
and John may see when I did my really bad version of the Canadian Shield #1, which has never gotten printed, although it's gotten put out in digital a couple places. I used that as the cabin, and then of course we have what John drew sort of in #1, which I made this sort of like in Canadian Shield #1. I made this the back of the cabin, and then me trying to do stuff for Canadian Shield Snowdrift #1. This is what I drew for the cabin using, sort of his as a reference. So this is the front, his is the back view. So even going with either of those views, when you look at page 6, him coming up on it doesn't really fit what it looks like, or as he's about to come out. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do there to make it fit properly. I think it's could be fairly easy, but it's just not something I want to do on screen. And I even have to fiddle with this because I realized he's just coming into the cabin and placing her down. He's had no time to take off his winter clothes. So, like I said, pointing at Eagles come up. When is Miss Frizzle going to show up? Right? Never. It's just I'm noticing these, like I said, small minor inconsistencies that need to be corrected. And I'm not sure how willing John will be to correct them.
Okay, do you have reference of the original cabin or what you want it to look like? Because you could do these changes yourself.
Yeah, that's
It's more background than it is foreground.
yeah. For the cabin, yeah. I know basically what I need to do. The biggest one is um, probably Rick in these couple things because he should be in his winter wear. I think he might have taken off his gloves to start the fire and maybe his helmet. But it could. I'm not sure. Well, maybe he's taking everything off to start the fire. He does, but placing her down, I don't. I think you would need him in the in the snow outfit, winter wear, whatever you want to call it. So, what have you been up to this weekend?
Not much. I had a visit from an old friend. That's why I was running late. And then by the time I got free, you were already off. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah. I went for just over an hour and a half by myself. I just figured, okay, I'm here by myself. Sitting in silence. Well, doing a little bit. Coloring up and the one thing and drawing up, or inking, I shouldn't say drawing up. Melvin number 3. I gotta get cracking on that. I gotta get page 4 done. I've already got page 5 and 6 to work on. Page 7 and 8 are probably close behind, apparently. But hopefully that is going to pay for. Uh, that might pay for the rest of the snow drift to be done, and a couple other minor things, and then might start to pay for probably Snowdrift number 2 to be drawn up. I might start getting Snowdrift number 2 drawn up beforehand.
Hmm.
Maybe even before we get launched. And that would be neat to actually have a couple pages from Snowdrift 2 ready to go before the launch of Canadian Shield 2 and Snowdrift 1. Either that or I might pay for somebody to do an animation, small animation. Well, probably be. I probably couldn't afford that. I don't know.
I saw your ad for the Canadian Shield on um, what's his name? Hero Shack's channel.
Yeah, that was one of 2 ads that I did for thing. What do you think?
Yeah, I didn't. I almost didn't recognize your voice. I'm like, that doesn't sound like Rick. And then I saw the character. I'm like, that's got to be Rick.
But I did like the fact that it's a bird. It's a plane. Well, I didn't say bird. I said raven.
Well, I mean, it fits with that character. So, no, yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah. I just thought I'd play on the fact that he's supposed to be sort of my Superman. You know, even in the first comic, it says he's a virtual Superman. So I gotta feel my wood. Not sure whether I want it to be quite this brown or whatever. Will the Canadian Shield Sun be by? No, and I haven't even planned that far ahead. Well, I have and I haven't. The Canadian Shield Sun.
Does he have Prodigy?
Well,
The Canadian.
he's gonna have to eventually because I've created um, as you know in the Bible, going with some prophecy in the Bible, you know how the Satan's loose for a little season.
Oh, the what?
You know how Satan's loose for a little season after the 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Well, I've got it so during that time there's a set of heroes, and some of them are the descendants of my main characters.
Really? Why would they? I'm sorry, because I know what era you're talking about, and Jesus is on Earth at that point, so
Yeah,
there
well,
would be no need for heroes.
not during the 1,000 year reign, but when
Yeah,
Satan's
he's he's here, and it's his year. It's his reign. It's his reign for 1,000 years. He's on
yeah,
Earth.
but no, I'm not saying during that time. I'm saying after that time when Satan is loose for a little season.
Yes, Jesus is on Earth when Satan is loosed for a season.
Yeah, but there, that's very possible. I'm not going to deny that. But he's got going around trying to gather, you know, people up for an army or whatever. We're not sure how long that little season is. So
Well, he gathers to him Gog and Magog, and Gog and Magog are gathered to him due to the fact that they never wanted to be under the rule of the one king, which is Jesus.
yeah,
And Gog and Magog are the kings of the north and the kings of the east.
yeah,
Many people have said it's the Russians and the Chinese.
yeah. But the problem will be Russians and Chinese at that point. Yeah.
Well, no, there's still going to be people on Earth.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
no. I just mean during the 1,000 year reign, with what has happened to the earth during the tribulation period, which
yes, there's going to be less people, but remember, it says in the Book of
yeah,
Revelation that those who do not bring him uh, honor and glory and come and worship him during his time in the Millennium Kingdom,
yeah. But
that that rain and water won't be allowed to be in their land, and they'll lose their crops,
what
stuff
I'm
like that.
more saying for that is, you know, um, the nationalities that we have now, the countries that we have now, probably won't exist. After the 1,000 year reign, it'll be maybe different countries,
Well, no, yeah,
different,
that's why they call them Gog and Magog.
and
They
different
don't call them.
borders.
Yeah, that's why he calls them Gog and Magog in the Bible. He doesn't call them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't call them Russia and China, but he does call them the kings of the east and the kings of the north.
Let's see.
And again, the reason we say that is because both the Chinese and the what are they called? Excuse me, and the Russians have had kingdoms.
Yeah. Uh,
One was an empire, and the other one was under a czar, which also was considered an empire.
there's lots of opinions on the Magog and God Wars. There you go. Something. It's multiple wars.
Well, it is multiple rulers, so that's why he says the king of the north and the king of the east.
No, he said wars, not things. Yeah, work says he got a package from Indiegogo
Magog.
today. Uh,
There is a lot of opinions on the Magog and got wars. I'm thinking
I
multiple
think you
wars.
meant Gog, not
Well, yeah, Gog
Gog.
and Magog. But the thing is the Bible specific. Both of
Yeah.
those kings join in with the evil one and come to the borders of Israel in that time, which is
Well,
ruled by Jesus. And Yahweh remembers his covenant with
well,
Israel, not Yeshua at that point. Yeshua is on the throne. and
Yeah.
Yahweh destroys the two armies, which is the end of the millennial kingdom, if I remember correctly. I could look it up.
Yeah, I
One
got
before.
the right here. I looked it up. Revelation chapter 20, verse 7. And when the 1,000 years expire, Satan will be loosed out of his prison, and he shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is the sand of the sea. And when they went up on the breadth of the earth, and compassed the camp of the saints about and the beloved city, and the fire came down from God out of heaven and devoured them. And the devil received, and then he's thrown into the lake of fire. But my only thing is, well, Satan's doing this, gathering um, people up. We don't know how long the little season is, and we don't the among the nations. So they're doing whatever the nations are doing. This is after the 1,000 year reign. So I'm just taking a little liberty with or creative license or what artistic license that we don't know what's happening in that little season.
No,
And
I understand what you meant, but the reason I'm saying is because there is scripture that says that Jesus is on earth already, and at
yeah,
that point, Jesus is on earth. You really don't need heroes. That's the only reason I was saying it. I mean, do what you want with your story. I'm not telling you to do
yeah,
otherwise. I'm just saying that
yeah.
it to me as a person who reads scripture doesn't it don't make sense to me that there would be
Well,
that it would be a
when he says
necessity to have
even
heroes.
in what eternity that we're going to be kings and queen, well, not queens, but obviously, I think kings and priests and all that, and we're going to be doing judgments and all that too. Not that there's going to be sin, you know. It's hard to, in some ways, it's hard to fathom what actually certain things mean because without sin, why do we need any sort of judgment? Is that before eternity? Just the timing of certain things, or what we'll be doing necessarily in quote unquote eternity, the new earth. Yeah, and like you said, technically, God, Christ is here. Don't need, but when he even sent out the disciples to do things when he was here on earth the first time.
Well, yeah, that I'm not denying.
So
But
it
again,
could be the
but
same
again,
thing.
he sent the disciples to send a message, not to fight a battle. Again, because his sword is from spoken from truth. It doesn't need
Yeah,
an actual physical sword. I mean, just look at what happens in Revelation when he comes down and just smites them by judging them,
yeah,
and then
and
calls the fowls of the air to come and
yeah,
feast on their flesh because he's destroyed them.
yeah, and I must admit, I created these guys mainly because I wanted to. How do I do a future thing like the Legionnaires, the Legion of Superheroes, or 2099. Not that that was so much a big thing in my mind. I wanted to do something like the thing, but most Christians believe that we'd probably be in the 1,000 year reign at this point, 1,000 years from now. You know,
Yeah,
yeah. So I just, if, to me, it was a little way to do something for the future. And I'll admit that it's completely not probably biblical, except for just do a pass thing with the Legionnaires. It says, but that was, I just figured, okay, I can play with the little season because we don't know how long it's gonna be. Bring people from. the past to the future. Says Eagle. I've done that.
Oh, that's gonna happen, Eagle, during the resurrection. Again, Moses and them. Remember, he told the Pharisees that Moses would be their judge, not him, because they put all their hope in Moses, and Moses is gonna be like, "You obviously didn't pay attention to anything I told you." Again, because even Jesus says that if you believed Moses, then you would believe me, because he wrote about me.
Yeah. No, as a team, Eagle says. Does that mean I get to see you whatever Kenshin? I have no idea who that is, Ulrich. Okay, so we have this little stick. A group of pulp-like characters are shot forward to the future. Well, not. I am gonna take, as I was saying before, Eagle to you. I'm gonna probably do a bunch of pulp-like heroes or the pulp heroes, and do them during World War One. Yes, Mother.
Just came in to say hi to everyone
Okay.
that might be there.
My mom says hi, as you probably already heard, people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
Oric says hello. Doc Savage, The Shadow, and Zorro. Um, that's not exactly who I have in mind. I'm not sure where my sheet is. Where I wrote this stuff on. Zorro, I think, was one of them. Eagle says the Gog and Magog war sounds like an interesting time if you look at it in Ezekiel. Rick, isn't there an easy way to color?
Is
Probably.
that Matt? Is that Mallet telling you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's the one that sent you the video. I still haven't seen it. Can you put another link on that? I think I lost the I didn't get to save it to watch later. If you still have it, Mallet. So I
Uh,
think Mallet was the one that sent us the video the last time I was on here with you.
yeah. I
I actually
got.
wanted to see it.
I put it in my watch later. Color and Fireway is easier to.
Layer.
Here, I'll just give it to you and DM it to you. And
Thank you.
sketch in Twitter. And for those that want to see it, I will also put it in. Cross can't get a hold of Shadow yet. Eagle. The copyright isn't up until 2031. Alright, don't touch the Shadow unless you read multiple pulps. Rick, if you're going to use famous characters, make sure you portray them accurately or you'll anger their fans. Yes, Of course, I always try to, and I'd be working with them as a team, not so much as individuals. So
Still warm up.
kind of like the new Shadow book, not like the Angert fans. It's all nope and not at all wink. Also, the other problem with coloring some of this is John's lot. Not all of his lines are complete. So yeah, tomorrow night, people. Of course, I'm on here doing things. I think I might switch my coloring to YouTube instead of Odyssey. I'm not getting much in the way of traction there. So maybe I'll be doing After Dark 2 nights a week here on YouTube, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
You know what? I am gonna take this color, put it in here. I might move some stone pattern in there too. Finally, says Josh. But we have not yet given up on Rumble. Oh, and that means I also.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. About Rumble. Like, so how is it going? Where are you looking? Or not? Where are you looking? What are you looking to do with it? If is it panning out or?
Um.
I mean, it does cost you money to do this.
Yeah. Well,
Know
like I
that.
said, I'm gonna go 2 or 3 months. I haven't been really consistent this month, so that makes it hard. I'm getting some of the people from here over there, obviously.
Hmm.
I got that one donation. Now I'm not sure whether that was because of YouTube or Rumble or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, you know, things are like I said. I want to give it 2 or 3 months at least to see where. I don't think a month would tell you enough. I am up to 80 subscribers over there. So, I am making headway on getting people. I'm not sure whether the live streams have got me anybody yet. Saturday's draw along did bring in, with just myself for an hour and a half, 14 views and 2 rumbles. So now the other, what was it? Last week's draw along brought in quite a bit more, but although we were on a little bit longer, and there was the two of us, it
Mhm.
had 27 views and 3 rumbles.
Yeah, and again, I apologize for that. Hey,
Yeah.
I gotta go
Oh, yeah.
do something real quick. I'm not getting off. I just gotta go.
Well, we're probably ending in like 5 minutes, anyways. Too. Well, maybe I'll
Okay.
go a bit. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna go a bit longer just because of all the things. Maybe I'll go half an hour longer today.
Hey, well then, if you're gonna go half an hour longer, I'll be right back. I actually
Okay.
gotta go to the restroom.
Okay. And yeah. Finally, says Joshua, and yeah. But it's not like you guys couldn't have come over to that platform and watched me. It's guys, right? Are you, anybody out there actually signed up to Rumble and watch me over there yet?
So there.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I am going to shut this thing off. I'm gonna switch to pencil and paper. Oh,
I'm too lazy to do that, says Joshua.
to do what?
I'll go over to Rumble and sign up.
Doggone it, Joshua.
Actually, what Joshua doesn't like probably about Rumble, he can't have all his alt accounts.
Well, I don't like that either because that does help us.
It does help us that he can't have them all, or doesn't help
No,
us?
that he has those all. It helps us that he has all them alt accounts.
Yeah.
Mm, Pencils. Doggone it, my son gave me my drawing pencil, and I don't know where I put it.
Well, that's not good.
I still have my PlayStation 2 or my PlayStation 1 memory card in my backpack from work. Because when the pandemic first hit, we we were so slow at work that a lot of us were just sitting down. And I'm like, if I have to be forced to be here, I'm going to bring my PlayStation 1. So I had that little screen on it.
Ah, cool.
It was actually my son's. I let him use my PlayStation 1. His school gave him that one. I told him, man, that thing's expensive. And basically, yeah, I traded him for a while, and I told him so I could play the game at work because I'm bored. So I'm sitting for like 3 or 4 hours sometimes. Nothing to do. There wasn't enough vehicles to work on. Since we were deemed an essential
Essential.
business, you had to be there or lose your job unless you were susceptible to
Yeah.
getting sick.
Yeah, Joshua asked, what games did you play?
Gran Turismo. I'm a mechanic by trade, and I like racing, so Gran Turismo. I didn't have much games for it. I had been trying to find Siphon Filter. It's one of my favorite games. But a lot of the PS1 games are like the old NES games. The
Yeah.
better the game or the more fun the game, the more expensive the doggone thing is. Oh, oh, where's my? There it is. Oh,
Our because he's back. You're
the
back.
heck? What is back?
Back. He's back.
Who is?
Ulrich. I didn't even know he left.
Oh, that's messed up. Elric is one of your biggest fans. Are you not gonna acknowledge him leaving and not being here?
He didn't say he left, so how can I know he left if he didn't tell me he left? Just because he's not talking for a couple minutes, I'm supposed to. No.
Yes. See, I hate it when I draw an eye to just draw an eye. I can draw it. But when I gotta draw it on somebody's face, it's a pain in the butt to me.
You're supposed to know these things, right? Yes, I'm supposed to be. What's the word?
I mean,
Psychic. There, that's the word. It depends on what type of eye you're drawing. Not recognizing the chat. Oh, yeah, yet I'm reading the chat almost all the time. Or it says it depends on what type of eye you're drawing.
no, I know, but like I could draw like a normal eye. I could draw even eyes based on ethnicity. What I'm talking about is like when I'm drawing a character's face, because I haven't drawn in such a long time regularly. I don't place the eyes the way they're supposed to be, and I find myself having to like remind myself to go back to drawing basics, like making there's like a diagram to keep the eyes from being offset too much or from being how could I say this, not like at the same height. Like there's the box method where you draw a box, but like a rectangle, and then you draw the positions for where the nose is or the bridge of the nose is, and then you draw the ends of the eyes, or you
Ugh.
box it out, and that keeps you on uh, the same level. That's what I meant to say. That both of the eyes wind up on the same level.
Well, I can draw. I can draw an eye. Everybody want to see? There. There's one eye. There's two eye. A
Did you draw
capital.
the letter I?
Yeah. Capital and lowercase.
Boo this man for his dad jokes.
Ulrich laughs.
Hold on, let me. Got 6, so I have a drawing too.
I think I hasn't drawn in 2 weeks because of being
I don't
sick.
draw regularly, but yet I want my art channel to do well. Yeah, that's why I put all the like I have all the equipment to record and everything. And I was gonna start to learn how to do it, but if my art is suffering, there's no subject to actually do it. So I went back to having to practice my art first. And maybe, just maybe, I'll be ready.
In a couple months or whatever.
Nah, it won't. Not well, maybe a couple months, yeah, maybe 2 months. But I should be able to record before then.
Oh, that's good.
It's muscle memory basically. It's just you forget how to do it because or not forget it, you're out of practice. But this is the perfect time to like start learning new techniques and stuff because you're relearning, you're reteaching your mind how to do it. So this is a perfect time to try to interject with new techniques that might actually improve your art process and your overall art outcome. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I mean, back when I was in school, in high school, and I, when I was in the service, I could like go months without drawing, then I'd go drawing. The time that I found it the hardest to draw was during the time that I first got married, and I was focusing on my family and my wife and my kid, and then we
Mhm.
moved out and everything into our own place, and I tried and I just like hit a wall because um I guess I was just so happy doing other things and and I used to use art as an outlet for stress or
Yeah. Joshua said, I can sell you some crystals that'll help with your psychic ability. Does Psychic Joshua recommend those crystals? There's Physics Joshua, says Ulrich. They're talking psychic as in mental powers. And Ulrich brings up, physics. You gotta love it.
only on your show.
Unless, of course, Ulrich spelt the wrong word, which I can entirely see happening. Although he's got the right word there in front of him. Either that or spell check, spell correct, messed him over again. Ulrich changes his word to Psychic Joshua. And of course, we know he's about to blame that California education system again. I have not is a have. Eagle says physics Joshua is a part-time psychic. And I predict it. He says, Cross, remember, the California education system is have not useful. It is. Okay, I'm totally confused by Ulrich's statements now. What he means.
Right. It happens. Was that Rick Arrow that brought her in? The guy
Yeah,
with the long hair?
yeah.
Why does it look like all ominous right there? With not, like you can't see his face and everything.
Uh, why does he
Like,
look
yeah, because
ominous?
isn't he supposed to be like he's supposed to be a heroic character, right?
Um, a little bit. I do. He's heroic. He's not obviously the hero of the
Oh
story.
yes, but the or even he's just like a lighthearted character. Or, in other words, a he's not villainous, he's not ominous, and he's mysterious, right?
Yeah. I just didn't want people at first to really realize who or what he was about to do or whatever.
So you requested for them to for Diller to draw him like that?
Well, when I drew my version originally, which we will admit is not that good. Let's see. I don't think we need page. I did up to page 8, didn't I? Oh, I don't know where my page 8 is. But we'll open these. California, he says, Howard says, apparently my California education system wants to spelling worse today. And then he says, California education, I have not useful. It is. There, I finally said it correctly. I'm not even sure whether he did that. Oh, this is upside down. Okay, maybe.
No, the reason I say is because that one part where he has her in his arms and she's he's putting her down, but his hair is just like flowing down,
Yeah.
and it looks really like ominous right there. It looks really like he's mysteriously hiding something on purpose.
Well, I
Kind
think.
of like when a if you look at the animes, when the long haired like sort of mysterious character is about to do an attack, he kind of puts himself in that position, and then you
Yeah.
can't see him, so you can't see where he's looking, even though like they'll show the viewer the eye later on where it's focused. Sometimes they won't, but It's like right before a strike. That's what I'm saying. It's just like
Yeah. Well, if you look
it's
at my
cutting me
my
a want.
version, you know, here you
Yeah.
have him in the suit. You don't see his face at all. Um, because he's got the whole thing on going out, for a walk.
Yeah, I think that's where Ditter was telling you he was rolling it.
And then he picks her up, brings her in, and I have him a little bit ominous look. I guess sort of ominous looking there on his shirt. I guess he's just thinking with his head down like that would be in front of his face, you know, which I could see. Heck, like I said, I'm even thinking he'd still have his helmet on and all that, the glasses and all that, setting her down and setting her down.
Hmm.
So you wouldn't even really see his face then, still, a little bit ominous. It's not a big reveal, but, I guess I was just wanting a little bit of suspense at first for his, before you see his face. The big face reveal. I can assume Dillard has not drawn over these pages yet. Well, he completely redid them. Elric, you know, this page here is this one. This is what I drew. This is what he drew, and it's all based on. It's all based on. Like this is the thumbnails we did months ago. Me and him on page 7. And from that, I went and drew. Not that. I went and drew this. And then Dillard went and drew that. Cross evil. Sent to your chat. No. I'm not. I ain't afraid of no evil, Joshua. Uh, Eagle says.
Now he's just taunting him with those looks. I say remove the blasphemer, Elric.
And of course, there's the thumbnails from page 6 that we did quite some time ago. My version. And then Dillard's version. Let's. Cross, please. Judgment. Thrust. To put down here. Do you mean thrust or thirst?
Thirst. Isn't thirst with an eye, though?
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked.
Oh, but he went to school in California. My apologies, Elric. He's a victim of the American educational system.
I think it's not gay and retarded, says Joshua. Thrust and thirst. Eric says thrust and then thirst. I don't think he knows what he meant to put at this point.
Where did Joshua put that? I think it's that what and retarded.
Not
Is that what I
gay and
heard you say?
retarded.
I don't even see where he put that.
Well, unless he retracted it. Let's see. Okay, you. Okay, that's weird.
You don't see it?
Well, I don't see it on YouTube. Oh, it's under the live chat, not
I have
the.
it on live chat.
I just switched to live chat. It's after Elric says, "Cross, please, my wrench of judgment
Oh,
thrusts."
okay, there it is. Oh, he's talking about anime. I think it is not gay and retarded. Yeah, because I was like, what is he talking about? Oh, he's talking about anime because Eagle asked him.
Yeah, I see that now too.
Eagle, you need more videos on your channel. I sub to your channel. My YouTube thirsts for more videos.
Well, he's doing some stuff on another channel with another associate of ours.
Okay, what channel is this?
I'm not on meth trucking. Didn't
He's
know.
not. He's not. I'm not on meth, is he?
Well, he said he was the other day.
Is it I'm not on meth or just not on meth trucking?
Eagle is not on meth. Right, Eagle's not on meth trucking. I'm not on meth trucking. Here, let me look.
It's gonna have to be a link because I typed it in and it comes up not.
It's the way he puts it in his thing is the spaces and all that are weird. I'll get the channel and send it to you.
Even Joshua says I always assumed Eagle was on meth.
There you go. I just DM'd it to you on Twitter.
On the Twitters.
I was on pulps, not meth. Is that the pulp from orange juice? or other juices like that? What other sort of juices create pulp? I thought, oh, it was eagle. So eagle is unmasked, but I'm not at the same time. I don't know if to accuse him or not, says Elric. And Mallet says hello to Matt. I don't know what made me think meth was eagle finally, or because at one point I was thinking it wasn't eagle. Rick, the thumbnail for this shows two men kissing. I don't think it shows two men kissing, and it's probably just part of part of the picture of this stream, which I'll change afterwards because it's a pain in changing it. And I had to change it like 3 or 4 times.
uh,
What?
Not on meth trucking says he's right. I thought you were doing something with the new Superman.
Well, we changed in about 5 or 6 minutes.
The new Superman. You know, Superman. He's Superman.
He's
He's not
Superman! He's a
Superman.
Superman!
There's there's selling the character Rick, and then there's going for the Oscar. You never go for the Oscar.
Why do you never go for the Oscar?
That's I'm mimicking a line. Remember, I don't know if you've seen that movie where he tells him, "How come I never got the Oscar for it?" It's because you went full retard. You never go full retard.
Oh, Tropic
Then the audience
Thunder?
can't connect with you. Yeah, there you go, Tropic Thunder. Then the audience can't connect with you, man. You're only supposed to give them so much and then pull back. But you went all the way. You went full retard. You never go full retard.
So this guy is this. So this is the guy that chosen Canadian Shield, the flamboyant Canadian Shield. Okay, I have no idea what Elric was trying to say there. Spawn. So this guy is the spawn of Canadian Shield, the flamboyant Canadian Shield. Who is supposed to be the spawn? No, wait, I got a better name. Fabulous Canadian Shield.
Fabulous.
It's going to be more like the courageous Canadian Shield.
Wouldn't his son be called the Buckler?
Nope.
You know, because he's a smaller shield.
Yeah, but that would require him actually getting the suit. The suit doesn't necessarily get to be passed down. But then again, the question is, would he be able to get the suit? Will the suit be able to be passed down? Like, well, yes and no. In my timelines, he could have passed it down. I don't know yet.
You haven't gotten that far into the story?
Yeah, I know who he's going to marry, and like I said earlier, I know he's going to have descendants, and I know who a couple of those descendants are based on who is in that team from the future. What are you looking for?
What's that?
Well, oh, just talking to my mom. She came in my room.
No.
The buckler did nothing wrong. We're not saying he did. The Canadian Shield on steroids is gonna invite that polar zombie lady. I mean, spawn. I mean, offspring or kid. Yes, I figured that. Alright.
Funny.
Okay, so
You gonna call it?
yeah, it's 2:30. You anything you want to promote? Sketch.
Yeah, my Twitter account. I'm gonna start posting all like the stuff that I do to get ready for my channel, like all my artwork and stuff. I'm gonna post it on there. If you guys want to see it, go follow me on Twitter. It's
Yeah.
my Twitter is Hexram.
Well, you
You
go. Oh, actually,
it,
I
it
know.
it does say my sketchbook, but
Yeah.
the actual at is at Hexram. HEXXRAMM.
Here, I will put the link to his Twitter in, or your Twitter in the. Right. Eagle says, "Don't forget to subscribe to on not on meth trucking." You know what? We'll even get that. Put that in the link to. There is the link for I'm not on meth trucking. So yeah, thanks for coming on, Sketch. Thanks for everybody out there coming by, staying through all the turmoil of the different streams. We'll be back on tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, drawing up a Cross Comics character. So we'll catch you all for now. Bye. Have a great and wonderful day. Love you.